CFM Hockey is on the air. WOGO's coverage of the Sabres is brought to you by Northwestern Bank, White City Glass, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, Quality Propane and Fuels, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Royal Credit Union, the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, the Czech Law Office Dave Czech Attorney, Nicolay Bank, Post Glass and Mirror of Chippewa Falls, Kurth Heating and Cooling, Wynn Family Dentistry, Chippewa Valley Technical College, Wiersgala Plumbing and Heating, and by Stelter Incorporated. Now with the pregame show, here's the voice of the Sabres, Greg Stewart.
WOGO, your sports station.
Well, last night the boys got the postseason playoff action going. Chi-High beat Eau Claire North last night by a 3-2 count. And tonight it's the ladies in the spotlight. The CFM Sabres hosting the Black River Falls Tigers. Good to have you along. Greg Stewart up here in the booth along with former Sabres head coach Tony Menard. And every time I see you, Tony, I think of that banner up here, that 21 state championship banner. I see your picture in the locker room with the WOGO headphones on, being sprayed with water after the victory, and that was 4 years. Hard to believe, 4 years.
4 years ago today. It's definitely tough to believe, and it's one of those memories I talk about it all the time. That's going to stick with me forever, and I think it's going to bond, us and that group that was able to accomplish, winning state 4 years ago. We're always going to have that connection and have that special relationship and that family mentality that comes along with a team that is able to accomplish something like that.
Yeah, so some of those ladies from that team are already seniors in college.
Yeah, it's tough to imagine. Sydney Polzine and Ella Osman have their senior day down at St. Mary's this week, and I know Abby Martin is down at Trine with Emmeline Stevenson as well, and it's tough to imagine those three being seniors already. Yep,
fun times, and the connection here is Michaela Hogan. She was your assistant coach for many, many years, and now she's the head coach of the CFM Sabres. They come in at 12 and 11, and very similar. Black River Falls at 12, 10, and 2. The two teams locked up on December 12th. Seems like a long time ago, and CFM lost that one 4-3, but that was kind of a different era, a different team back then, and so many things have changed. And Michaela Hogan is up here on our pregame show, first-year head coach. In fact, we've got a couple of first-year head coaches here, Michaela Hogan and Brady Matheson for BRF. And, Coach, here you got your first playoff game of your career as head coach. How do you feel?
I'm nervous, Greg.
You'll be fine.
Thanks.
Just get the jitters out and early, and then just play hockey. Like we said, that the first game was just eons ago. It seems that loss to BRF up here. Tell me about your team now. How it's so different from that squad that lost by a goal.
Yeah, it was crazy watching film, trying to just look at that last game and share it back with the girls. It wasn't even worth the time. I mean, we were running different lines. Our philosophy in the offensive zone was different. We had girls that hadn't established themselves as goal scorers. I think we were just kind of running around. It looked like running around with our heads cut off, honestly. I know we were running some sort of system, but we're a completely different hockey team. They're a completely different hockey team too, though.
Yeah, and the team has grown, has matured. You got a goaltender who seemed to play better all the time, and she's really come into her own. Congrats to her and so many of your players making the All-BRC team this year.
Yeah, that was big. I think we kind of snuck up on some folks this year, and very well deserved across the board. Aubrey got a lot of shout-outs from the other coaches to make sure she was up there. She kind of came out of nowhere, having like 25 shots on goal in 2 years before this, and then stepping up into our starting role. So that honorable mention nod is super well deserved for her.
Yeah, and this is a time of the year where a goaltender can really keep your team in a game and kind of carry the load there.
Yeah, I mean, you hope to play a game that she doesn't have to.
Yep.
I think lately we've been relying on her a little more than I would prefer, so hopefully we can play a little stronger ahead of her and not put her on the hook for some breakaways and 2-on-0s, 2-on-1s like we have been. You want to not rely on your goalie for things like this.
Right, exactly. Well, we're going to get Coach Tony's keys to the game, but in a few moments, let's get your keys here. He's going to have to come up with his own, but tell me what your thoughts are about this game.
No, number one is we've been preaching play your game at 100%, right? We keep talking about playing 100% hockey, and some of the girls have taken it to playing too much. Play your position, your game 100%, and trust your teammates to do the same thing, and that's when we are at our best, for sure. The other piece is special teams. Stay out of the box, and when they're in the box, let's actually do something on our power play. It's been a sticky point for us, but you just got to attack the net, strong goaltending. So when we have opportunities, we absolutely have to take advantage of them.
Yeah, power play at 17.6%.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, not the greatest. I've seen worse, but yeah, that would be terrific. And it's those kind of things. Special teams are so important in the postseason. So, well, we wish you the best.
Thanks.
Yeah, and hopefully come out with a win. If you do, then we're off to
Then I'll
River
be
Falls.
back up here.
Yeah, that's right. You bet.
If not, you might be waiting on somebody.
Okay,
I don't know.
we'll come and fetch you. Thanks for coming up. Michaela Hogan,
see you guys. Thank
head
you.
coach of the Sabres on our pregame show. All right, Coach Tony, it's time for your Toyson Ford keys to the game. You're going to find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. You've got to come up with something different than Michaela did, but what do you think?
Yeah, just going off of experience in these games, I think it's honestly going to come down to whatever team's able to settle in and just kind of get those nerves out of the way right away. Obviously, you got a group here with the Sabres where the senior group wants to try to make a playoff run.
Yep.
They got their first playoff win last year with Coach Kate. Probably they're really trying to be able to do that tonight, but it's whoever's going to settle down right away, just start playing, like Hogan said, their systems, do what they know what they need to do. Secondly, I think CFM needs to get that puck deep and work on their cycling. They got their young talent with Allison Jew and Avery Lindstrom, that line. When we were together against Eau Claire, they had a lot of success down low below the goal line. And then, every now and then working that puck up, they got a couple nice defensemen with some good shots, and Riley Biskin and Ashley Sloop. So if they can get the puck down low, calm down, create some offense, run what they need to run, and get some shot opportunities, I think they're going to do good right away. And then the last one is just, you mentioned, Aubrey's been playing pretty good hockey for being a first-year starter at the varsity level and not seeing a lot of varsity competition before that. And it's the same thing with her. She's got to wash those nerves and just relax tonight and be confident in herself. And if they're able to do that, it's going to be a close game. It always is with Black River.
Yeah.
But if you can hold on to those close games and your goalie can make a couple big saves, hopefully CFM comes out on top tonight.
BRF has played in 6 overtimes this year, and their head coach, Brady Matheson, just said basically finishing is so important for this team because they just do not finish. They've had the most empty net goals against them this year. And he said if we finished like an average team, we would be well above 500 with a winning record and have a really good season.
Yeah, and being in these big moments, too, it's kind of like us 4 years ago. We were battle-tested in overtime and had those outcomes work in our favor. So our girls down the line knew what to expect and knew how to perform. So CFM's had a couple overtime games this year, but, you hope it doesn't get into that situation, and hopefully BRF doesn't have to draw on their experience at that point. So,
well, we've got a whole night of hockey ahead of us here. It should be a lot of fun. The WIAA playoffs, it's the CFM Sabres hosting the Black River Falls co-op team. The Tigers here made up of 5 schools, Black River, Tolman, Neelsville, Sparta, and Granton, part of that co-op team there in BRF, and they come in here with a 12-10-2 record, and CFM again at 12-11. Our coverage tonight on WOGO Radio, WOGO.com, 680 AM, 103.1 FM, and you can find us on YouTube. Just type in WOGO Sports, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to hear it and see the action any place around the world. All right, we'll take a break. This is our pregame show. Tonight's game, BRF against CFM on WOGO and YouTube, and we'll be back.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Hi, this is Dave Check, attorney and owner of the Check Law Office. I've been a part of the Chippewa Falls community for most of my life. It's where I grew up and where I started my practice. My motto at the Check Law Office has always been to provide people with the same legal service that I would expect if my own family needed an attorney. You meet with me directly and you are treated like part of the team. My goal has always been to get problems solved as efficiently and inexpensively as possible. I have proudly fought for Chippewa Falls on the field, as a coach, and as an attorney. Don't hesitate to add the Check Law Office to your team.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from WIAA Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower or jacuzzi. How about finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement? Call WIAA Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
We serve, you serve again. WIAA Company.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
All right, Greg and Tony here with you. Our radio producer tonight is Gavin Bovey. And Sam Amberly up with us on our new WOGO YouTube channel here tonight. It's BRF, Black River Falls Tigers, visiting Chippewa Falls tonight to take on the Sabres. Here's the goalie matchup for tonight. For BRF, for Black River, it's Alexa Moore. She is a junior. Her record 11-9-3, comes in with a goals against average of 1.31 and a save percentage of 9.26. And the Sabres have goalie Aubrey Dowd. She also is a junior, and her record 12-11, goals against average of 2.62 and a save percentage of 9.01. Both teams coming off losses. The Sabres radio game we did here last week, a loss, a tough one against the Fusion 2-1. Sabres had the conference kind of in their own hands here for the last couple of weeks, but couldn't get it done. And so the Fusion and Western Wisconsin wind up at the top of the heap in the BRC, and then CFM comes in there. Black River, Tony, had a game against Viroqua. They lost 1-0, and the Viroqua goaltender, Bramstead, threw a shutout at him. 83 shots she took. 83 shots.
That's impressive.
Isn't that something?
I have not seen that in probably ever. I mean, but you look at Black River and Viroqua have been known to have some good goaltending over the years, and I don't know what's in the water down in that area of the state,
amazing.
But 2 years ago when it was my last year coaching, ran into a hot goaltender with Black River, and hopefully that's not the case here tonight.
Who can forget that one, huh?
Yeah, so.
All right, so BRF back up here, a new crew and a new coach. First-year coach Brady Matheson cut his teeth in hockey up in North Dakota around Grand Forks, so he knows the game. Has a daughter, Piper, playing here, a key defenseman for him, and they're about ready to hit the ice, and CFM will follow. We'll take another break. Back in a moment. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO and YouTube TV. We'll be back.
only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how much you'll save. Name brand apparel, home goods, Ashley furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore, next to Mycon Cinemas in Chippewa Falls. Your next shopping adventure awaits.
Need a dumpster? Call Johnson Roll-Off Service. Whether you're in the middle of a remodel, demolition, spring or fall cleanup, or have materials to haul away from fire or water damage, Johnson Roll-Off Service has a dumpster size to fit your project. They also offer dumpsters for recycling metal, concrete, cardboard, and much more. Johnson Roll-Off Service provides haul away and disposal services for the majority of West Central Wisconsin. Prompt, courteous, professional. When you need a dumpster, call Johnson Roll-Off Service. JohnsonRollOffService.com.
Sabres hockey tonight on WOGO Radio, WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. And here's Tom Boydell, the voice of the Chippewa Ice Arena, with tonight's starting lineups.
First introducing the starting line for the Black River Falls Tigers. In goal, number 31, Alexa Moore. The defenseman, number 10, Alexa Lowe. And number 24, Cameron Steele. The center, number 14, Allie Ritter. And the wings, number 13, Chloe No. And number 18, Kaya Moore. And the rest of the Tigers, along with their head coach, Brady Matheson, and assistant coaches, Destiny Muir and Andy Steele. And now introducing the starting line for the Chippewa Falls-Menomonie Sabres. In goal, number 30, Aubrey Dowd. The defenseman, number 7, Ellie Ash. And number 17, Ashley Slew. The center, number 2, Avery Lindstrom. And the wings, number 12, Olivia Hare. And number 16, Allison Xu. And the rest of the Sabres, along with their head coach, Michaela Hogan, and assistant coaches Ryan Cull and Colin Harvadia.
All right, there you go. Starting lineups. Puck dropped just a few moments away here on WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and our YouTube sports channel for WOGO. We'll be back.
Please stand and with us, honor America.
The Tropolis Resort is the perfect getaway for winter play. Action City is your home for target practice, bouncing your cares away, practicing your Ninja Warrior moves, and channeling your favorite race car driver and all your favorite arcade games. The fun continues at Chaos Water Park. Seek thrills, be lazy, or be active. And the aquatic playground, perfect for the little ones. And on-site dining like City Eats, City Pizza Co., and City Coffee Co., featuring Caribou Coffee. Family fun is what it's all about.
MetropolisResort.com.
Watch your dreams and savings grow with a Royal Credit Union certificate. Whether you're saving for college, a vacation, wedding, or a down payment on a house, Royal's 4.25% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate can help you reach your savings goals faster. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return at maturity. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate saver. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 2/1/25. Insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi-High alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now are undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact State Farm agent Michelle Mua in Chippewa Falls for a free quote. MichelleMua.com.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Ready for some girls playoff hockey tonight on WOGO. Good to have you along. Greg Stewart up here in the booth, along with longtime coach, 9 years coaching this team, Tony Menard. Our grip and television producer tonight is Sam Aberley. Our radio producer, Gavin Bovey. Our officials tonight, Connor Rowan and Ryan Sisko, the referees. Whitney Kerbelis is our linesman, and she drops the puck, and we are underway. It is Zhu and Lindstrom and Olivia Hare on the forward line for the Sabres. Defensively, it's going to be Ashley Sloop and Ellie Ash, and it's fired in by the Sabres. In behind, goaltender Alexa Moore, the junior, has played very well for Coach Matheson here this year. This one slips back out to center ice and is going to drift all the way back into the CFM zone. Zhu catches up to it, goes cross ice, and it's going to be picked up by Sloop. She clears the puck out of the defensive zone, and the Tigers going to peel off and get a new set of forwards on the ice for them right now. Here's a breakout pass for Lindstrom. Lindy's got it, carries it along the near fence, and drops it in the zone, but it's gathered in by BRF, and they've got it just outside the Sabre zone. Now this one is shot in, sticked into the corner by Aubrey Dowd. That one ricocheted, bounced around in the left wing corner here. About a minute and a half into this first period. BRF and the Sabres, and the winner gets the St. Croix Fusion on Tuesday in River Falls. Here's a pass to Tessa Lysis. She'll dump one in, and this one ricochets off the boards and right to the goaltender, and Moore will put a glove on that.
Yeah, not a bad start. Got to control the puck a little bit here. Got offensive zone faceoff with your senior captain here. Hopefully things go well.
Addie Biskin couldn't win that one, and the Tigers have it right now. Bringing it up the ice is Mara Noth. Noth into the right wing corner, and Riley Biskin catches up to her and is able to skim the puck off her stick, and this one will slide back out between the blue lines. And here is Riley right now. Long pass to Olivia Hare. She lost the puck for a moment, regathers, crosses the blue line into the attacking zone, and she'll rim this around. It floats in from right to left, and BRF has got it in the elbow, right wing elbow, and able to throw this one all the way down the ice soft enough for icing's waved off, and Riley Biskin's got it right now. She'll hand off to Pisher. Evelyn skated with it for a few feet, then had it poke checked off her stick, but Riley wings this one off the boards. There's a shot from the point, and Dowd had to make the save there and angled that one into the left wing corner. BRF's got it right now, trying to set it up at the near point. They'll just cycle this one down low in back of Dowd. It's going to be Ritter who's got it right now, tried to backhand one out in front. That was cut off, but BRF on the back check holds on to the zone. This one fired wide, hit the inboards. Got a ricochet to the half wall, and CFM's got it right now. They tried to exit the puck, and they couldn't do it. It was picked off and fired in by Black River on the intercept. They coughed it up in the zone and paid the price right here.
Yeah, CFM was skating around the net trying to get the puck and just lost control of it. Black River was able to pick up the puck and wheel out of the corner and get a good high corner shot there on Dowd.
All right, so BRF scores first here. And I think that was Noth who scored the goal, the freshman. And so it is a 1-0 lead for Black River. This is not what the doctor ordered for CFM here. 2:44 time of the goal. And we're underway again after the drop of the puck at center ice. Shots 3-1 in favor of Black River Falls, and they lead it on the scoreboard 1-0. Here is Hayes. Eliza Hayes steers it around behind the net. Comes back to the point. The block right there by Tessa Lysis. Still inside the zone, left wing corner. Now the Tigers will send it back to the point. One-timer. That one sailed and hit the window behind Dowd over the crossbar. And a big forecheck put on here by BRF. It is Marinoth who's got it in the left wing corner. Noth, top of the circle on the left side. Pisher able to strip it off her stick. And here is Addie Biskin trying to beat the Black River defense back to their own zone. Black River, a little confusion on the change right there. They wanted players coming in, and the puck was heading towards the bench, so they had to stay out. And there's an icing call on BRF right here at 13:02 left to go first period.
Yeah, BRF looks a little more calm at the beginning of the game, and they're playing their positions a little bit better than CFM right now is, and that's what led to that initial goal and why Black River's had so much offensive zone time right now. So hopefully CFM with offensive zone faceoff can change that here.
Noth with the goal. That would be her fifth of the season, and they lead it by a 1-0 count here, just underway in this first period. A couple of minutes, about 3 minutes in. Here is Biscuit. She'll angle that one off the boards, but it's collected by Black River's Cameron Steele, and a whistle's going to stop play right here. Let's see what's going on. Maybe
offside?
Maybe a hand pass or something? Not sure. I didn't see anything either, but we'll call it a hand pass, and the puck is going to be dropped just outside the Tigers' defensive zone, and it'll come back to Cameron Steele. Steele goes cross ice for a defensive partner. They just laid this one, filtered it ahead, but it's going to be picked off, and here comes Zhu. Zhu into the zone, turns, fires one right on, and the save made by Moore. She tried to steer it to her defenseman, and finally picked up by Jankowski for BRF, and she'll throw this one off the wall and behind the center ice red line, so that's an icing call here.
Yeah, that was a good answer there by that young line for CFM. Came out, got a couple shots on net, and created a couple offensive zone opportunities.
Yeah, what a couple of freshmen here, huh?
Yeah.
Avery Lindstrom, Allison Zhu.
They're going to be fun to watch here for the next couple of years.
Lindy, the All-BRC team this year. Let's see, she finished in the first team. And Zhu made honorable mention. Terrific couple of freshmen here. BRF has got it right now. They carried it in front of their own goaltender. Now they drop in back of Moore. And it's going to be thrown up the ice off the stick of Kaya Moore. A couple of two sets of sisters here on this team. So you got a couple of Moores and a couple of Noths here playing for the Tigers tonight. 11:44 and counting in the first period. It's up against the wall on the near side, and this one is going to be jammed into the BRF zone and hunted down there by Mara Noth. Noth has got it right now, tried to clear it out of her own zone. Nice forecheck right there by Olivia Hare to punch it right back in again. North goes back, finds it again, and they'll work the wing on the far side and tips this one out to neutral ice. Turning it back the other way is Lindstrom. Here comes Lindy down the slot. Lindstrom getting all the way to the goaltender and fired that one off the blocker of Moore. And yeah, she weaved her way right in on the BRF goaltender. Now the Sabres are making some noise. On the near wall is Lindstrom. Fired that one wide. Can it be kept in? Chopping at it was Olivia Hare, and she couldn't keep it in. So CFM's got to backtrack, but here comes Black River into the zone. It's going to be picked up by Brooklyn Chapman and carried into the left wing corner. Centering pass right there, cut off by Allison Zhu. And she's going to step up to the red line, tried to fire one in. That was blocked. And here comes Isabella Arnie. Arnie into the right wing corner, lost the rock, and it's the Sabres back checking to get it. Here's Addie Biskin, the senior. Biskin, he'll shake and bake up the ice, and Biskin past the center red line, enters the zone. Biskin, left wing corner. Black River trying to force her out. Biskin's going to carry it behind Moore, the goaltender. And BRF threw it to the point.
Ooh.
A shot on net. That one nearly made it through the wickets on Moore. Kind of tied her up a little bit. And here's a shot from center ice by Riley Biskin. Moore got a piece of that and turned it into the left wing corner. 9:50 left to go here in the third period. Breakout pass now for Carissa Canfield for BRF. She got to the blue line, the offensive zone, and then it broke down for her. Avery Lindstrom tried to get into the mix, and Riley Biskin's got it right now. She looks up the ice, finds Olivia Hare. Hare at the blue line. Got stopped right there, but Avery Lindstrom on the back check has got it, and she wheels and deals into the left wing corner. Lindy trying to go to a wraparound try. That didn't work, and it's going to be dumped all the way down by Black River, and there is an icing call against the Tigers. Stelter Incorporated works every day to bring you the absolute highest quality and longest lasting concrete with a fleet of dump trucks and drivers at your service. 3 generations of turning dreams into reality, and always proud to support local sports, including the Sabres. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. Back to action. Drop inside the BRFD zone, and again, it's fired all the way down. And Black River taking a few icing calls here.
Yeah, I mean, the Sabres are doing what they want, especially with this line. Being able to get a lot of pressure here in the last 3 minutes. It's been kind of a 180 turn for the Sabres right now, and they kind of took the momentum here. So hopefully it turns into a goal here before too long, and we'll see what this line can do this
Kind of
shift.
reminds me of last night's Chi-High North game, where North came out, got a couple of quick goals, and then Chi-High found themselves and eventually won the game. And you can see the Sabres have settled down a little bit, and they only trail it by a goal, so this went way up in the air. This is Olivia Hare off the fence and centered one up looking for Zhu, and she dragged it to the top of the wheels but couldn't get any further. And it's all the way back down for Ashley Sloop. Sloop, left wing corner, gets it to Zhu, but she's pestered by a couple of BRF players here. So they'll just roll it around the boards, and it comes out on the near wing and fired off the far fence and into the Black River zone. 8:23 left to go. Very quick game. No penalties so far. And here comes Piper Matheson, the coach's daughter, and she launches one in, found the far post. Matheson, some shake and bake as she came down the slot and fired a wrist shot past Aubrey Dowd, and a 2-0 lead for BRF.
Yeah, she skated in, and CFM didn't get enough pressure on her. And, I think she was probably just shooting to try to get a rebound for her teammates that were in front, and just found a way to get it behind Aubrey there.
Yeah, boy. She was one that Coach Michaela talked about, Piper Matheson, as concerning.
Yeah, she had good speed there entering the zone, and it was tough for the Sabres defenseman to match that speed, and she was able to get a shot off.
8:49, the time of the goal for Matheson. She's their team's leading scorer. Picks up her 18th point, her 12th goal. And now CFM has to fight from behind. Here is Pisher. Evelyn Pisher comes in, tries a wrist shot. That's swallowed up by the goaltender Moore. And now you really got to bear down if you're CFM here.
Yeah.
And
want to
really
try to get one here before the end of the period, especially with their goalie, having a below 2 goals allowed average.
Here's a shot by Zhu, right off the draw. Boy, she walked it right in.
Perfect opportunity there.
Fired it right into the Tiger logo on Moore's sweater there. But She didn't give any away, the goaltender, so she made the save and hangs on. Here we'll do it in the same spot. Right wheel inside the attacking zone for CFM, and it's pitched back out by the Tigers. Here is Taylor Geisler. Now to Zhu. Zhu weaves her way, hit the blue line, and then lost it. And in transitions, Cameron Steele. Steele crosses into attacking territory into the left wing corner, and then lost the rock herself with 7:20 left to go in the first period. And it's loose behind the goal line for Geisler. Looks up the ice, hits Zhu. They'll backtrack over to Avery Lindstrom. She was covered, so she just dumped it in, and that line will peel off here, the Lindy line. And so CFM trying to get the players out there to hold on to the zone. Riley Biscuit,
job, Riley.
Great job by Riley, the junior, to keep that zone. And it's pitched in for her sister Addie Biscuit, but she can't catch up to it. And it pops back out to neutral. 6:48 left to go. Here's BRF. Anna Jankowski into the zone. She got into the right circle, but then lost it. Riley Biskin kind of stands her up against the boards. And here is CFM. Addie Biskin racing up the ice, crosses the blue line. Now drifts off into the right wing corner. Biskin bumped a little bit, got a shoulder from a BRF player. Biskin trying to turn it on her forehand, can't do it. Pischer's right there. And coming over to help out is Tessa Lysis, and she'll drop that one left wing corner. Pitching in is Sloop on the near side, but she can't hold the zone. And it's dumped all the way down by BRF, and they'll take another icing right here. Why not? When you're up 2-0, take the whistles, get a rest, and throw some new players out there.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that first couple of minutes here of the game, I feel like CFM's done a pretty good job controlling the flow of the game. Black River just had those two opportunities and capitalized on them. So see if Lindy's line can come up with something here.
Avery to take the draw right here. She scoots it off to her left, and on her left is Olivia Hare. Got a piece of the goaltender Moore, and now it comes back in the high slot. Turning and firing a shot is Ellie Ash. That didn't make it through the traffic. And Ash trying to keep the zone, keep the puck in the zone. Couldn't do so. It went through her legs, but she didn't touch it, so another icing call right here against the Tigers. Contact Chippewa Falls State Farm agent Michelle Mua at 715-726-1919 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Michelle and her team treat you like family with unforgettable service and great coverage. Get a free quote now, MichelleMua.com. It's M-O-U-A, MichelleMua.com. There's the face-off in the BRF D zone here. Tipped off the wall on the near side, and that one popped over the bench, the BRF bench here. So that'll give us a little break with 5:36 left to go. Shots 7-5 in favor of CFM right now, but they trail at 2-0.
Yeah, they've had their opportunities. Got a good goaltender in net for Black River, so got to try to get one here hopefully before the end of the period and just work your way back.
Yeah, Moore is stingy goaltender. 1.31 goals against average coming in here. This is Riley Biskin. Slides over to her left and fires one in. Cut off by the Tigers. Biskin's going to step up. Nice job right there. And here is Olivia Hare out of the corner. Tried to backhand a centering pass. And coming in is Zhu. Now they get it back for Biskin, a one-timer. And that one fought off by Moore as it came on her glove hand. And sliding over is Geisler on the near point. And good forecheck right here. Zhu's got it. And here is
Good luck.
Olivia Hare. Back to Riley and a one-timer. And another one that hit the goaltender Moore and deflects into the right wing corner. Here is Avery Lindstrom centering pass right there. Olivia Hare cutting to the cage, but couldn't get to the rock with 4:42 left to go. And Riley Biskin retreats into her own zone. Quick pass up the ice. BRF changing up some players, and so is CFM. It's inside the BRF defensive zone. Scramble for it, left wing corner. As we take it down to 4 1/4 left to go here in the first period.
Nice shot again.
On net right there, a one-timer by Biskin, wrist shot, and that thumped off the pads and to the near wall. Here is BRF, and a delayed call coming up, an interference call right here. And our first power play of the night ahead. And it looks as if it's going to go against Piper Matheson, the coach's daughter, is going to sit here for 2 for interference. So a power play for CFM. It hasn't been great this year, Coach.
No.
17.6%
Like to see
power
that closer
play.
to 25, but if they can work off of what they've been doing right now, getting that puck up to Riley. Riley's been able to get a lot of good shots here on net, and if we can get someone in front just to get a tip or get that rebound, that might be the putt that goes in that kind of breaks things open for the Sabres.
Could be one of those pivotal moments right here with the Sabres trailing by 2 and the man advantage, but it's cleared by the Tigers. Racing down to get it is Ashley Sloop. Sloop will scoop it up off the backhand. She is harassed as she tried to break out here. We're at 1:40 left to go in the power play and punched right back in by Black River, but we've got a stoppage of play right here as the puck sailed, I think, over the bench area and out of play. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics, including the Sabres. At the dot outside the CFM D zone here, and that one is tossed in by Alexa Lowe. She'll lay back here with the chaser being Kaya Moore here.
Control it now.
And she is the goaltender's sister. And here comes Allison Zhu. Zhu cuts across the blue stripe, hands it off to Lindstrom, and
Rebound.
a one-timer. And Zhu with the rebound. And the puck is loose, and we scored.
Yep.
Third shot is the charm for CFM. The first shot taken by Zhu, and then Avery Lindstrom. And finally put in here by the
Zhu,
Sabres.
is it?
I think Zhu came back around and got the goal.
Kind of had a little mishap here in front of Aubrey. That puck bounced out. Avery was able to pick it up, give a good breakout pass to Allison. And Allison put the brakes on and found Avery trailing back in the zone. Avery had a nice shot, and Allison was able to get in front of the net and get that rebound when it was sitting behind the goaltender there.
13:37. Those players have worked together fantastically this year. Avery Lindstrom and Allison Zhu, and Zhu will pick up her 15th goal of the season, her 35th point. Lindstrom gets a point, 24th assist of the year, 42nd point of the season. And Addie Biscuit will pick up an assist as well. And what a play for CFM to get back in this one. It's 2-1. And Black River had it out to neutral, but a nice back check right there for the Sabres. Fired into the left wing corner, and now it is BRF with a chance. There is Shelby King. She kind of fanned on it as she was below the wheel on the right side and didn't get a whole lot on it. Dowd made the save here. 2.5 left to go. Now you don't want to give one up if you're the Sabres. You just scored. Got a little momentum going, but here comes the Tigers again into the zone. It is Brogan Baird trying to chase it down. She overskated the puck, and it's loose in the left elbow here in the CFM defensive zone. Here is Evelyn Pisher. Pisher was covered by Black River as they pinch in a little bit here with 2:02 left to go. And it's going to be picked up by Riley Biscuit. Here's number 8, reverses. Now looks up the ice, tries to hit a forward coming out, and a one-timer right here below us by Cameron Steele as she teed one up. And Dowd had to make a big save there. There's another save, left a big rebound.
Good job, Riley.
And Riley Biscuit, it's going to be right on net as she ripped it off like a good pool shot off the fence on the near side and went right on, and Moore had to make the save, so no icing right there. 1.5 left to go, first period. A 2-1 score here. Black River, it's loose out in front. It's swept out, cleaned up by CFM defense. Another one-timer from the top of the circle on the far side by Piper Matheson as she stepped up. The defenseman just out freshly out of the box, and Dowd had to make another big save. So she's settling in here with 1:05 left to go in the game clock, and dumped in by the Sabres in the midst of a change. Addie Biskin out there with a fresh set of legs, and here comes Matheson again.
There you go.
The freshman, very mature freshman, pitched up against the wall on the far side and going to be pitched out by CFM. Here's a lead pass now for Addie Biscuit.
Nice try.
She was harassed as she came in, but she still unloaded a shot. That one went over the the net hit the window behind Moore, the goaltender, as we're ticking it down to 32 seconds left to go in the second period. Here is a feed to Addie Biskin, tried to turn for a wraparound backhander, and now it is dumped back out to neutral ice for Geisler and thrown into the far wall for BRF. It's back loose in the center circle for Riley Biskin, and this one is running down. We're down to 10 seconds left to go as CFM tries to push a hard forecheck in the final seconds of this period. Dump up the ice for Shelby King. Time runs out. She did pull the trigger on a shot. I don't think it made it to the net in time. And that's where we wrap up this first period. A 2-1 lead for Black River Falls. Nice comeback here for CFM on the goal by Allison Zhu at 13:37 of the period. And it is 2-1. Shots are 14-10 in favor of the home team here.
Yeah, they did what they needed to do on that power play to get back in this game. Obviously, BRF jumped out to that early lead, got another goal halfway through the period, but, CFM got on that power play, and, Hogan said, if we can get one on that power play, that's what they need to do here tonight to try to stay in this game, especially with a good goaltender in net. You got to take advantage when you're a man up, and they were able to do that and claw back, and you got 2 full periods left to try to get this game a W in the win column.
A crucial goal there. I mean, if it goes the other way and BRF gets a goal, then you're down 3-0, and things are really starting to get concerning here. But now we're only down a goal going into the second period. Lots of hockey left here.
Yeah, and you're down a goal. You outshot them. You felt like you outplayed them for most of the period. Black River just had a couple of quality scoring chances that they capitalized on, and that's the difference here. Outside of that, I think the Sabres should be pretty happy with about 15 to 14 minutes of that period.
Well, we watched Chi High here last night, beat Eau Claire North in the regional game 3-2, and getting an update here from Stevens Point. 5 minutes left in the first. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Stevens Point, but the score is 0-0.
Interesting.
Against the undefeated #1 team in the state.
That'd be a upset of all upsets.
Yeah. Chi High lost to Point 8-0 earlier this season. Got 3 total shots in the game, and they've got 4 with 5 minutes left to go in the first period.
Hey,
so
they're already playing better than they did last
why
night.
not? I mean, what do they have to lose, right?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, too, you look at the boys' game right there. They played a game here last night, got that win. Sometimes it's nice not to rest on it.
Yeah,
and
Point had the night off.
Just go and, start playing some hockey again and get back at it. So
you bet. All right, we're going to get at it right now to hear from some of the folks that make this broadcast possible. Our sponsors, we appreciate them very much. After one period, girls playoff hockey. It is the Black River Falls Tigers co-op team leading the CFM co-op team, the Sabres, 2-1 after one. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO and our YouTube channel. We'll be back.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We're proud to support the Chi High hockey team in their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency, and we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Beat the winter blues and dive into summer dreams at American Marine in Chippewa Falls. Discover huge savings on new and used boats and pontoons and take advantage of our in-house financing. American Marine also has the parts and accessories you need to keep you out on the water in the warm summer breeze. Whether you're into fishing, cruising, or sport boating, we have the perfect vessel waiting for you. Get ready to make waves this season at American Marine. Let's go boating.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
Hi, I'm Justin Check, lifetime member of the Check Law Office team. As a former Chi-High and college quarterback and now a Division II quarterbacks coach, I know the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that my dad brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Communication, dedication, experience, trust. The same characteristics you want in a team, you need in your attorney. The Check Law Firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
2-1 our score after one period here tonight. Playoff hockey. The Sabres hosting the Tigers tonight. Second round for these two teams. Earlier this season, back on the 12th of December, BRF back here in Chippewa knocked off the Sabres by a 3-4 count, even though a 4-3 count, and that was in overtime. Even though the Sabres outshot them 37-27 in that one, but that was a different era, and really much two different teams here. A couple of good quality teams facing off here today in the winter. We'll move on to Tuesday's game over at River Falls. Tony Menard with me, longtime coach of the Sabres. My name is Greg Stewart, and Sam Eberly, our producer for video tonight, YouTube. Gavin Bovey back at the WOGO Studios, our radio producer. Hey, if you'd like to be a part of our WOGO Sports team, like Sam and Gavin, working in audio and video production for high school sports, apply today for an immediate part-time position with flexible hours. Contact yours truly, Greg Stewart, the sports director for WOGO. gstewart@wwib.com is my email. GSTEWARD@wwib.com. Call 715-723-1037. We'd love to welcome you to our exciting WOGO broadcast team here. Boys score, as we mentioned, they were no-score Chi-High boys on the road at number 1 Stevens Point, undefeated Spash, and it was scoreless with about 5 minutes to play in the first period. We'll try to keep you updated on that one. And here it is 2-1 shots, 14-10 in favor of the Sabres. And it was a rough couple of minutes to begin the period here, but they've kind of found themselves here a little bit and settled in.
Yeah, I thought the Sabres were able to work their offensive zone forecheck pretty well that second half of that first period, but they really got to try to limit the quality scoring chances for Black River. Black River hasn't had a lot of offensive zone time, but they've been able to get high-quality chances when they've been down there. Mm-hmm. And, in the playoffs, that's one thing you want to try to eliminate is their quality scoring chances. Yeah. And, with CFM being a little bit of a younger team, it was nice to see them bounce back in a big game like that right now mentally and get back in the game and kind of control the second half of that first period. So be interesting to see if they can come out here, start the second period, potentially try to tie this game up and see how it finishes out.
Get a jump on them early here in the second period. That would be terrific. Well, Wynn Family Dentistry, Dr. Daniel Wynn, Dr. Annie McLaughlin, and their team are ready to serve you on County Highway I in Chippewa Falls. You can read testimonials on the Win Family Dentistry Facebook page. BRF, Black River Falls here tonight, the visiting team. And CFM, they trail it, the hometown Sabres 2-1 after one. We'll take another break. Back with puck drop in a few minutes. This Sabres hockey on WOGO and our YouTube WOGO channel. We'll be back.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and service.
And Addie Biscuit took a feed, turned, and ripped one. That one came off more again. And the goaltender, solid goaltender for the Tigers, makes that save and turns it into the left wing corner. 8.5 left to go here in the second. Sabres trail this one 4-1 with 2 goals given up here in the second. 2 in the first and 2 in the second. And they're going to have to dig deep here as we're halfway through this game.
Yeah, I mean, Avery and Addie both had some quality chances right there. They're going to need to keep getting those if they're going to have a chance here, be able to get a goal here in the second period.
CFM and Black River tonight on WOGO Radio and YouTube. And here's a throw ahead to Pisher. And she got upended, just bumped off the puck in the zone. And the Sabres trying to track it down in the offensive zone here with 8 minutes exactly left to go in the second period. Addie Biscuit in the corner, rolled it in behind the goaltender. Then it came out, and the Tigers have it. Here is Eliza
Riley.
Hayes. Hayes crosses the line. Riley Biscuit with the poke check, but she couldn't control it. And BRF right back in. And a shot there by Piper Matheson, who's got a couple of goals. That one dumped into the corner. Sticked into the corner by Dowd, and it's right along the inboards in the CFM defensive zone. Here's a shot on net through traffic right from the near point. Tough save there by Dowd off the shot by Steele, and it kicks around inside the zone. Left wing corner, Taylor Geisler trying to find it. Geisler's got it right now, throws it ahead for Pisher. Evelyn Pisher's got it. She'll walk it up, and she'll head to the bench. And Allison Zhu and Avery Lindstrom in that line back out here as the puck is tossed in off a stick, and so no icing here. And rolling back is CFM. It is Sloop, the senior, hoping this won't be her last game. Rolled along the board, the yellow stripe inside the zone. In the left wing corner is Kaya Moore. For a BRF, there's a shot on net, save made by Dowd, and they're wheeling and dealing inside the zone. Now this one's going to carry him back out to neutral and tracked down by Alexa Lowe for the Tigers. They'll work it up the ice into the CFM back end here, and loose on the half boards. A battle for it right there with 6.5 left to go in the period. Comes back to the point, one-timer just fired wide by Piper Matheson, who's been all over it here tonight. In the corner, battle for it. Scrum developing inside the left wing elbow. And it's loose and fired right on net. Big rebound left there as Clarissa Canfield turned and fired a wrist shot right at Aubrey Dowd. 5.50, I should say, left to go in the period. Banked off the wall. And an icing call here against Black River. And I tell you what, Coach, this doesn't look like the same Sabres team we saw rebound from that early rough start that played very well in the first period.
Yeah, they lost a little bit of their momentum and their intensity that they were playing with there at the end of the first period. And, when you get down by 3 goals, it's tough to try to mentally get back into that. But one goal can change that pretty quick.
Yeah, Evelyn Pisher tried to change it. She fired one. That one came off the glove of Moore, bounces around, and nice backtrack there by Addie Biscuit to pick it up. Here comes number 6 right now. She'll fire it around, cycles it from left to right. This one into the right wing corner. And it is going to be Marinoth for Black River, who picks it up and will fire a lead pass ahead and dumped in behind Aubrey Dowd. CFM needs to keep him out of the back of the net right now. Trailing 4-1, a one-timer from the fence on the far side, just beyond the goal line, a few feet out in front of the goal line. And Addie Biskin tripped up, and let's see if we got a call here.
Yep.
Biskin was tripped in the center circle as she was trying to move it up the ice, and I think BRF is going to take a penalty right here. So we're going to have the second power play of the night for the Sabres. And they will start in the Tigers zone here. And a much-needed power play here. They really would love to get a goal right here and cut the lead in half. 5:02 on the game clock. 2-minute minor on the tripping call. And here is CFM left out in front. They've gathered 3 players around the goaltender Moore and couldn't put it past her. And carried out by Anna Jankowski. Here comes CFM again with the extra attacker. Rolling along the blue line is Addie Biskin. She was bumped off the puck as it glides in behind Moore. And Biskin's going to pick it up and try to set up the power play right here. Minute and a half left to go.
Good
Riley
shot.
Biskin gets
Rebound.
shot through traffic. This one goes to the corner. One-timer. And Moore got a piece of that. Angles it into the left wing corner. 1:19 left to go. CFM still keeping the zone here. It's along the wall on the near side, and here comes Allison Zhu. She's got the lone goal for CFM here tonight. Addie Biskin takes the drop pass from Zhu, and it's on the half wall in the zone and going to be tossed out. But a nice stop, right at center circle by Sloop. She'll carry it in. Here's Ashley on the near fence in the left wing corner. She'll just jump into the play, the defenseman in the left wing corner. Now they get it to Riley Biskin. She mishandled a little bit, finally got the handle on it, then fired it, but it went way wide, but still controlled by the Sabres. For Riley Biskin, quick one-timer on net, and that one got a piece of lumber, and it popped up over the goaltender and dumped back down by the Tigers. Tigers in the midst of a change. CFM trying to get him going, and here's Addie Biskin. Biskin moves in, fires a backhander. Moore fights that one off, and it's top of the circle on the near side, and it slips across the blue line as Zhu was trying to go forehand and march in toward the goaltender. We're down to 6 seconds left to go in the man advantage as Riley Biskin gathers it in, and Sloop fires it ahead, and the Tigers back to full strength. And here they come, back in the CFM zone. It is Avery Lindstrom. The freshman pinched up against the wall, but fights through it. Lindstrom into the zone, into the right wing corner, lost the puck, but puts his shoulder into Piper Matheson, and this one's going to pop back out to the center circle. Here is Sloop, glides along the red line, and she'll jam one off the boards into the zone. 2.5 left to go here in the second period. The Sabres trailing 4-1. Going to be tracked down by Olivia Hare in the right wing corner. She turned, gunned one out in front, but it's cut off by the Tigers, and back in the CFM defensive zone. Ellie Ash racing to get it. This one rimmed around the wall. Tessa Lysis has got it. Now it's pitched ahead by Olivia Hare and up and out of the zone. And here is Evelyn Pisher. Pisher walks it from west to east, hits the wall, throws one in. Minute 50 left to go here in the second period. And Black River's back in the CFM zone as they threw it in. And the save, the butterfly save there by Dowd off the shot by Shelby King. We'll hang on, take the face off in our own zone here.
Yeah, CFM had a lot of quality chances there on the power play, and that's what you wanted to see. Control the puck, get the puck to the net, and try to capitalize. And Black River's goalie's been doing what she's been doing all year, just making big saves after big save.
Face off, blocker side of Dowd with 1:44 left to go in the second period. And Lindy is going to be tossed from the dot. Allison Zhu will take the face-off instead. And here come the Sabres. It is Sloop. Tessa Lysis on her wing. And on the near wall was Avery Lindstrom. And Lindstrom in the left wing corner hinges over and picks up the puck. And now it pops out of play. And so we'll draw the whistle right there. Chippewa Auto Body and Service is here to help. Located behind Burger King, Chippewa Auto Body and Service is your local choice for vehicle repair, body work, tires, and beautiful detailing. free car wash with every oil change, Chippewa Auto Body and Service. 1:26 left to go. A little discussion here between Connor Rowan and Ryan Sisko. A couple of officials making sure they're dropping it at the right spots. The dot outside the Black River zone, and Avery Lindstrom will feather this one into the right wing corner as we march it down to about a minute left to go here in the second period, and the Sabres trail it 4-1. Would be great to get a goal right here. Go in, down by 2. They work it toward the front of the net, but it's picked off by the Tigers. And Sloop on the back check. Trying to get there. Ellie Ash also down there, but here comes BRF.
Good save,
and a chance
Aubrey.
and a great save by Dowd right there as she leapt out and covered the puck down on her chest there and got a glove over the puck to make the save. That one that would have been a disaster to that might have been the fatal blow here if they put that one in. 56 seconds to go in the second period. And the drop, the face-off inside the CFM D zone. Here we go.
Come on, Addie.
Addie Biskin.
Got her beat.
Biskin gets behind the North, the defenseman, number 20, Mara North. And this one rolls into the left wing corner. It's going to be ripped around the boards, and Riley Biskin can't hold it. So tracked down in the CFM zone by Tessa Lysis, who gets on her afterburners and goes after that one. 25 seconds left to go here in the period. And this one rolls into the right wing corner. Lysis has got it along the yellow stripe in her own zone. 16 seconds left to go. You can see the players kind of worn out right here, leaning on each other. And this one rolls in behind Dowd with 8 seconds and counting left here in the first. And CFM able to clear the zone as time winds down here in the second period. So goals were scored, but not by the right team. PRF with a couple here in the second. They led it 2-1 after one. Now it is 4-1, and they also have taken the lead in shots here tonight, 21-18. And boy, it's going to be a tough road back here for CFM. Not impossible, but they are going to have to really pour it on in the third period.
Yeah, just not a great start to the second period, and you just fell behind real quick, and mentally that's tough for the team to kind of come back from. The Sabres here in the third period going to have a little bit shorter change with the bench and everything, so hopefully that works in their favor. Second period can get to be long with some defensemen getting caught out there a little bit, but overall, I mean, the Sabres' really only chances in that period was when we had the power play, so really got to figure out what they got to do differently on their offensive zone forecheck to create some more opportunities. And, at this point in the game, who knows, you might see a line change up, maybe try to get maybe Biskin up there with Avery and Allison Jew just to try to get some offense
load
going.
Up a line,
yeah.
huh?
So,
yeah. All right, well, hasn't turned out so far like we had hoped, but still there's time. 17 minutes to go here, and they've got time to kind of work their way back in, inch back into this game. Getting an update from Stevens Point, the hometown Panthers, number one team in the state, undefeated, leads the Cards boys team 1-0. That's with 9:43 left to go. And wait a second, I'm getting an update right now. And it looks as if Chi High has taken a 2-1 lead over Spash in the second. I'm looking at the scoreboard. 6:45 left to go in the
Mr. Thompson
second.
standing behind you looking very surprised at this.
And we're confirming with Mike Thompson of Chi High. He's looking at Live Barn here. Could that be the truth? They were out shooting us 22-13. Chi High trying to pull off a huge upset. Leads at 2-1 after being shut out at Spash earlier this season, 8-0. And it's 2-1, the score right now. Cards not wanting their season to end. Wow. Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, here, it's 4-1 in favor of the visiting team. But let's see if we can fight our way back into this one. 4-1 the count right now. Black River leads Chi High. We'll take a break. This is Sabres hockey on WOGO and our YouTube channel, and we'll be back.
Metropolis Resort, the perfect spring break destination. Endless adventures and fun at Chaos Water Park. Relaxing in the lazy river to getting splashed by the dump bucket or racing around the go-karts and your favorite arcade games in Action City. There's something for everyone. Unwind at our delicious on-site dining, City Eats, City Pizza Co., and City Coffee Co. featuring Caribou Coffee. Book your spring break adventure at metropolisresort.com or call one of our fun experts, 715-760-9240.
MetropolisResort.com.
Watch your dreams and savings grow with a Royal Credit Union certificate. Whether you're saving for college, a vacation, wedding, or a down payment on a house, Royal's 4.25% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate can help you reach your savings goals faster. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return at maturity. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate saver. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 2/1/25. Insured by NCUA.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-Hi and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We're proud to support the Chi-Hi hockey team in their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from WIAA Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower or a jacuzzi. How about finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement? Call WIAA Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
We serve to serve again. WIAA Company.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
At Post Glass and Mirror, quality comes first. Maybe you need a beautiful storefront window or a show-stopping custom shower door. Post Glass and Mirror can custom cut glass and mirrors and offers quick replacement of fogged or broken windows. And if your windshield takes a hit, they offer free mobile service and can recalibrate the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for all makes and models. Post Glass and Mirror is also hiring auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. For commercial, home, and auto glass, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls.
CFM hockey here tonight, and the Sabres trailing 4-1 after 2 periods to Black River Falls. The lone bright spot for the Sabres, a goal by the freshman Allison Zhu at 13:37. The assist going to Addie Biskin, and the unofficial assist going to Avery Lindstrom from yours truly. And that's been it. The lone bright spot of the night for the Sabres.
Sabres, they've had their chances. It's just they're going up against the goaltender, and you know when you
she's good.
Goaltenders take it sometimes to a different level come playoff time, and they can really be the big difference in a game. You know, the Sabres have had some good scoring chances, you know, from their key players. You know, they've done their due diligence on the ice, but you know, when you have a good goaltender in the playoffs and they start feeling themselves, it can be really tough, especially in girls hockey. You see it more so than even in boys hockey. And, you know,
they just kind of pick up a team and carry it, can't they?
I mean, that happened to us 2 years ago against the same team. You know, we had a great team. We were a 2 seed going against a 7 seed, and their goalie had the game of her life against us in the playoffs. And unfortunately, that's
all you need.
It's all you need in girls hockey, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, but we have good time since we have 17 minutes coming up here, so a full period and a rested team. So let's hope they come out just fighting and battling and put one in the net. And maybe an early goal kind of turn things around emotionally for them too.
Definitely, and I think being stronger on our forecheck too. There's a couple. I mean, for part of that period, you get the puck down in the corner in our offensive zone. And you just saw one Sabre in the corner forechecking the puck, and that individuals didn't have a lot of help behind them. So if you get that puck in the corner, you got to, Hogan talked about it with your systems. If you're running a 2-1-2, you got to get that second person down there to help. The goal is if you don't have control of the puck, that first person's supposed to tie up, second person has to come and pick it up. And the Sabres' second individual, just that second forward, hasn't been down in the corners helping too much, and it's led to Black River being able to get out of the zone a lot easier. So got to find a way to keep that puck in the zone as long as you can this period.
Coach's corner here. Man, I'm learning a lot of stuff up here, I'll tell you. Tony, lots of expertise here. All right, 4-1 our count. Next goal is going to be huge for either team, and we'll have the call for you coming up. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO Radio, WOGO.com, and our YouTube channel. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a few moments.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact State Farm agent Michelle Mua in Chippewa Falls for a free quote. MichelleMua.com.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We're proud to support the Chi-Hi hockey team in their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner. Beat the winter blues and dive into summer dreams at American Marine in Chippewa Falls. Discover huge savings on new and used boats and pontoons and take advantage of our in-house financing. American Marine also has the parts and accessories you need to keep you out on the water in the warm summer breeze. Whether you're into fishing, cruising, or sport boating, we have the perfect vessel waiting for you. Get ready to make waves this season at American Marine. Let's go boating.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Choice & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Choice & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Choice & Ford.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi-Hi alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Two periods in the books here tonight, and the hometown Sabres trail the Black River Falls Tigers 4-1 with a period to go here. Let's get you some updates. Canada, USA, yeah, it's been a fun series.
Yeah.
Four Nations series. It's 1-1 in Beantown here tonight. Canada scoring first, USA coming back. So that's a lot of fun and captivated the hockey world. And Chi-Hi boys playing the number one team in the state, the undefeated Stevens Point Panthers in Point. Leads it 2-1 late in the second period.
Yeah,
that is
with 2
unbelievable.
goals.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I think it was like, half a minute apart or something like that? A power play goal?
Power play, and then came back out and got another one. So.
Man, oh man. I wish I had a split personality. We could do both here, but I'm glad to be here with the Sabres and hoping they can battle back here, Coach. Maybe get a quick early goal to lift their spirits and kind of rattle BRF a little bit in the second period.
Yeah, the intensity with the Sabres is really going to determine a lot here in the beginning part of this third period. If they're able to come out, be the aggressors, and find a way to get a lot of shots on net and get one to go in within, let's say the first 5-6 minutes of this period, could really change how this flow of the game goes the rest of the way out. And, like I said, I think if they can get 2 goals here within the first 10 minutes and have an opportunity to pull the goalie at the end of the game, that's kind of where you want to be at. But you got to get that first one, and you got to be, this is your last official period of the season, and there's nothing behind it. So you got to find a way to go out there and give everything you can for 17 minutes.
Let it all hang out for sure. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. They sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. It's wisconsinsurplus.com. Be a lot of fun to look that up and see what items they have. wisconsinsurplus.com. Teams back on the ice. The south end of the barn. It is Aubrey Dowd. It's up to her, number 30, to keep her team in the game here. And Alexa Moore will patrol the north end of this building here tonight. And the officials are out. The teams are out. Lines looking pretty much, Coach, like they did before, huh?
Yeah. They've had opportunities, so start the period, see how it rolls, see if you can get a quick one and keep everything the same and consistent. And if not, then you got to adjust.
Ritter for BRF against Avery Lindstrom, and Ritter able to push this one into the Sabres zone. They backtrack to get it. Now it comes to the point. One-timer on net. That one slides in on Dowd. Looked like she had trouble handing that one into the corner. Alexa Lowe with the shot. It comes right back to number 10 right here. A shot into a CFM player and knocked down. And it's going to be picked up by Sloop. Ashley retreats in her own zone. Opens up some time and space here. And it's going to be Addie Biskin. She is going to be key here. Biskin rolling into the zone. Left wing side. Turns. Fires a shot. Easily flagged down by Moore. And she hands it off to her teammate. But a giveaway in the zone. And a backhand try on net. That got to the goaltender. And here comes Black River on their way out of the zone. But cut off by the Sabres and thrown deep in the zone. Along the boards on the far side, Ellie Ash with a nice keep. Here is Pisher. She was knocked down. And an open lane now for Black River Falls. Here come the Tigers. They work it in. It is Piper Matheson, who's got a couple of goals here tonight. Drifts off into the left wing corner and then cycles it around on the near side for Brogan Baird. Here's a shot on net. Oh, that was a tough one. Fielded there, though, by Dowd. And she'll give it to her teammate, to her defenseman, and worked into the left wing corner. 15:25 left to go in the Sabres season if they can't come back here. Addie Biskin turns center circle and tosses one into the left wing corner and hoping her teammates can help her out now. It's high in the zone. It's going to pop back out. Here comes Black River in the attacking zone now. Left wing corner on the half wall. We got a delayed call penalty coming up here. And as soon as, it's on CFM. And it'll be a 2-minute minor on a rough call right here. And the Sabres will find themselves a player down.
Not what you wanted.
Second power play of the night. Definitely not what you want. A rough call. And that'll put Black River on the man advantage as Avery sits down for 2. As we mentioned, Black River's power play at 19%. Not terrific, but better than the 17% of CFM. Oh, they fanned on the puck out of the point. That was Cameron Steele, and they have to hit the reset button right here. She throws it ahead for Shelby King. Got to the blue line. Nice job there by the Sabres, and it's tossed off the boards by Ellie Ash, but they can't clear. And the pick off and a shot on net. Thumped off the pads of Dowd on the shot by Cameron Steele. Now they rotate it back for North, and she'll lay one in behind the goaltender Dowd. Minute 25 left to go in the power play, and it's intercepted and cleared out to center ice by the Sabres. Ticking down to 4:10 left in the third period. Tipped around just as the Tigers brought it into the zone, and now it rolls out. Riley Biskin trying to catch up to it, couldn't do it, and Noth has got it right here. She brought it in about 6 feet, then had it poke checked off her stick, and it comes loose behind the goal line in the CFMD zone. 52 seconds left to go in the power play. And gathered in by Black River. That one gunned just wide, comes back to the point, and in the high slot, it is Allie Ritter who took the shot, deflected off a Sabres player high into the air, and this one's going to be cleared all the way down by the Sabres. We're down to a half a minute left to go in the power play for Black River, being very patient. They've got a 4-1 lead, 13:20 left in the game. Plenty of maneuver room for them right now. Nice back check there by Riley Biskin. Turns and guns this one down with 12 seconds to go in the power play. It's in back of the goaltender Moore. Here is the defenseman. They'll carry it out. It is Allie Ritter. Ritter looks off to the left side. Gives it up for Kaya Moore. And the goaltender's sister is into the zone. Now they set it up, but the Sabres are back to full strength as Lindy is on the ice. The Tigers bring it right to the hole, and a big save as Dowd was hanging on to the near post. And she'll just take the draw in her own zone. 12:48 left to go here in the period. Now they've got 5-on-5 hockey here, Coach, and they've got to really turn the afterburners on here.
You could hear during the penalty kill that Coach Hogan was wanting them to be a lot more aggressive during there. Got to get on those loose pucks.
Let it all hang out here. BRF trying to pin it in deep, and it's going to be carried out by Allison Zhu. The freshman took it to neutral, and then it was ripped off her stick and thrown right back in again, but behind the center ice red line for an icing call right there. White City Glass salutes all the hardworking athletes. For all of your windshield, glass, and garage door needs, call White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. 12:34 left to go, third period. Sabres trail it 4-1, hoping that they can move on and somehow make a miracle comeback here as Black River trying to gather the puck in their own zone, and a shot on net by Allison Zhu. She walked to the hole, and a big save there by Moore. She just battled with Zhu, and the puck loose in behind the BRF goaltender.
Move it.
Here is Olivia Hare trying to work one out in front of the net. Hare trying to track it down left wing corner, and it's going to be picked up by Mara Noss as she carried it to the blue line and left it deep in the CFM zone. 11:52 left to go here in the third period. Time winded down for the Sabres. Riley Biskin on the half wall in her own zone. Lost the puck. Got some support from behind by Allison Zhu, but she's going to try to get to the bench if she can. Running out of gas here on this shift. Here is BRF punched off the wall, and an icing call right here will give everybody a chance to catch their breath. 11:27 left to go here. And, Coach, CFM's going to have to score here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, Allison had a great chance there. She walked the girl coming out of the corner, put the puck on the net, had a rebound chance, but just like the rest of the night, Black River's goalie's been there.
Yeah, she sure has. Face off to Moore's left, and a shot went in back of her from the Sabres. And here is Black River. This one fired around the rim, and it's going to come across the blue line and gathered in right there by Pischer, and softly lays it into the zone. This one fired off the referee over there and loose out at neutral ice right along the yellow stripe here. And CFM's got it. Nice read on the pass by Anna Jankowski as she cut off the pass and dumps it right wing corner. Just trying to rag some time off the clock. Every second is precious here in the third period as we trail it 4-1. Here is Addie Biscuit. Rolls through the neutral ice and dumps it, and it comes around from left to right. Tessa Lysis tracks it down. Now it comes back, and near the end of her shift is Sloop. She is running out of gas, but she catches up to the puck in her own zone as BRF trying for a breakaway chance right there, and it bounces around out of neutral ice. 10:19 left to go in the season if CFM can't come back here. Dump back out to neutral ice, but the Sabres need to organize an attack here and not just play it out from their own zone.
Yeah, got to control the puck, try to get some zone entries and some opportunities with some rushes getting into the offensive zone. Right now, we're losing control of the puck as soon as we enter and haven't been able to get a lot of shots on, and got to see the defenseman here try to hold that blue line too when we get that puck in the offensive zone.
They'll dump it at the dot. They'll throw it at the dot here. Left dot outside the Sabres defensive zone. And Avery Lindstrom trying to get something cooking here for the Sabres. We'll throw it ahead for Olivia Hare. Hare to the left wing corner. It rolls off her stick. She tries to track it down. Lindstrom trying to get in on it too to hold the zone, but it comes back out to neutral ice. Reaching behind her is Chloe North. And gathered it in for a second, but the INT right there. And the Sabres back on the attack. Lindstrom will lift this one into the left wing corner. Now it's loose in the high slot. And the Tigers have it, and they'll roll it out of their own zone as we tick it under 10 minutes to play. And this one loose as it comes toward the net, cut off there by Riley Biscuit, but I think we're going to have a call here. Interference is going to be the call, and the Sabres will be down a player again. Third power play coming up. And an interference call here against the Sabres on Allison Zhu. Time ticking down here.
Yeah,
got to
be ultra aggressive here now. Any loose puck, anything that you can try to do.
Got to jump on it.
Got to go, just like they're doing right now.
Fired on net, rink.
Now
the length of the rink.
Avery's got to get up in the zone here to help.
Addie Biscuit there, and there is a pitch to Avery Lindstrom, but she fanned on it as it kind of wouldn't settle down for her, and thrown back in the CFM zone. Sloop catches up to it. Nice keep at the point by Alexa Lowe. She'll skate to the top of the wheel on the right side and try to set up the power play. Now it goes in the high slot for Ritter as Kaya Moore skates off. And here is Black River. They tried to carry it to the CFM zone. Sabres down a player, but here is Avery Lindstrom. Lindstrom weaves her way in, now cuts off to her left. Behind her is Addie Biskin, and Lindstrom's got it at the point. They are the chasers right now. Here is Lindy. Turns, loads up a shot. That one was knocked down in front. 8:25 left to go here in this third period as it slides back in the CFM zone. They were able to clear it to neutral ice, but an offsides call right here against the Tigers with 8:17 left to go. Well, it's time to call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating for that long overdue bathroom remodel. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower or a jacuzzi, or finally add that extra bathroom that you've been doing without. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate at 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com. Back in the Black River zone, Piper Matheson the coach's daughter. She is an insurance policy for her dad. I mean, she's all over the ice, and stay-at-home defenseman who can jump into the play, and an offsides call right here against Black River with 26 seconds to go in the power play. And this one's going to be back at neutral ice for the, no, it's going to go back just outside the Tigers zone for the face-off. Brady Matheson trying to change up lines, I think, right here, and Ryan Sisko won't have any of that, so he's going to leave this unit out. And Addie Biskin ready to try to win a draw here with 7:54 left to go and a 4-1 deficit for the Sabres. Jumping in was Riley Biskin, but couldn't pick up the rock, and this one is fired in behind Aubrey Dowd. And PRF trying to chase it down with 12 seconds to go, and that man advantage. 7:35 on the game clock. This one comes top of the wheel, near side, and a shot right there, and a big-time save. Off the shot by Alexa Lowe, came off the shoulder of Dowd, and the Sabres back to full strength as Alexa Zhu is on the ice. This one fired in again by Moore, and that one came off the pads of Dowd. 7:12 left to go. And here is Addie Biskin. Biskin walks up to the blue line, and she's going to peel off in the line change as she tried to dump it in on the dump and chase right here. Here is Allison Zhu, turns and fires a wrist shot. Moore with that save. Here's another save by the junior goaltender for the Tigers. Back to the point. Winding and shooting is Riley Biskin. Tough shot right there, but Moore with another save as she steered it to the fence on the near side. Now the Sabres trying to heat things up again. Allison Zhu rotates back, trying to hold the zone. And here is Lindy. Got it over towards Olivia Hare, and Hare's trying to chase it down right wing corner. And Hare's got it right now. Centering pass? No, she couldn't get it to Lindy, who was coming down the slot. Hare and a BRF player, that's Allie Ritter, kind of got tangled up. Both players went down on the ice. 6:15 left to go. Bodies piling up just inside the blue line. And it is Riley Biskin. Hands off to Allison Zhu. Avery Lindstrom coming in, and she was twisted around. Here's a one-timer, and Moore butterflied that one and stopped it. It was 6:03 left to go. They're starting to turn it up here, Coach, but I hope we have enough time to come back in this one. 6:03 left on the game clock.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to see. Sabres were able to keep the puck inside the zone there. Riley was able to get a couple pucks to the net, and so were some of the other girls there.
Sabres trying to go down fighting here, trailing 4-1 as this one comes across the line. And it is going to be Anna Jankowski who came down the slot, lost the puck, but it just slid towards Dowd. She'll jump on it, hop on it, make the save here. We're down to 5:50 left to go in the season. Shots are 29-25 in favor of the Tigers, trying to pull the upset off here. The 5 seed against the 4 seed here tonight. And so far, the Tigers are in command with 2 goals in the first, 2 more in the second to lead this one 4-1. 5:37 left to go in this third period. Here comes the Sabres. It is Allie Biskin wheeling and dealing. Biskin now cuts off to her right, opens up some ice, spins, looking for a centering opportunity, and fired it right into the mitt of Moore, and that will stop play right here. Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane and Fuels brings you competitive rates, the latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Call 723-9490, stop by, or go to qualitypropaneandfuels.com. BRF carries it into the Sabres defensive zone, and it is going to be brought out by Allison Zhu. She's got the lone goal here. Zhu deking her way into the zone in the high slot.
Nice try.
And she just couldn't put it on her forehand to pull the trigger on a shot here with 4:52 left to go in the game. It's on the half wall inside the Sabres attacking zone here. And they push it in a little bit deeper. ripped around the wall here, and the Sabres, Riley Biskin, just going to jump in. Why not? Number 8, left wing corner. She's got a good shot if she can get one on net here. And the Sabres are going to have to pinch all over. It's Tessa Lysis down there. Avery Lindstrom, 2 in the scrum in the corner. 4 1/4 left to go here in the game. And Black River just content to see if they can keep the puck to the side, to the walls here. And it is a battle right behind the goaltender Moore. A couple of CFM players get in on it. And it's loose in the left wing corner for Allison Zhu. Here is Avery Lindstrom, freshman to freshman here. Lindy is pinned up against the wall by Mara Noth. And CFM putting a big forecheck on here. Able to hold the zone right there. Riley Biskin with a shot. 3:48 left to go, third period. And the Sabres have owned the zone here for the last couple of minutes. Here is Riley Biskin. Biskin turns, tries to level up a pass out in front.
There you go.
And it is the Tigers finally getting it across their own blue line. And here they come into the zone. And it's a backhand try. They lost the puck. That was Chloe North, and I think it was a nice poke check right there. But the reversing back the other direction is Addie Biskin. Biskin into the left wing corner. Feeds it off, and a shot right there by Evelyn Pisher as she walked right into the grill of Moore. And the junior goaltender for BRF makes the save. We're ticking down to 3 minutes left to go here in the game. It's into the right wing corner. Bodies flying all over the place, and it is Olivia Hare trying to get into the mix as well. Picked up now by Allie Ritter for the Tigers. They'll go D to D right here. And it's up on the shelf and out to neutral ice for Ellie Ash. 2:35 left to go. Dowd way out of her net. Looking for the call maybe from Michaela Hogan to come on in and add the extra attacker. And this one tossed in. Olivia Hare will work it in behind the goaltender Moore. We're down to 2:18 left to go, and a save made by the BRF goaltender. She hangs on with 2:17 left to go. And down 4-1. Do you pull your goaltender right here?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Coach Hogan's going to take her timeout.
Take it right here. So, Michaela Hogan will take her timeout for the Sabres, and we'll take it with her. Back in a minute. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO and YouTube as the Sabres trail at 4-1. We'll be back.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency, and we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Meet the winter blues and dive into summer dreams at American Marine in Chippewa Falls. Discover huge savings on new and used boats and pontoons and take advantage of our in-house financing. American Marine also has the parts and accessories you need to keep you out on the water in the warm summer breeze. Whether you're into fishing, cruising, or sport boating, we have the perfect vessel waiting for you. Get ready to make waves this season at American Marine. Let's go boating.
2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the Sabres season. If they can't pull off the miracle here, Chi High having a much better night of it. The Cards at Stevens Point, number 1 undefeated Stevens Point. They lead it 2-1 in the third period. That is amazing at KB Willett and Point. Here, though, the hometown Sabres trail at 4-1. And Lindstrom's going to get tossed from the dot as she tried a little bit early to win that one. And Addie Biskin will come in her place. And it's going to be picked up by Piper Matheson. Matheson rolled that around the wall but couldn't get out. Here's a shot on net. They had Addie Biskin backdoor but couldn't get the puck to her. And back to the point for Sloop. The senior fires one in. 1:58 left to go. And Dowd is still on the ice here. Here is Zhu with the earlier goal, and she took a shot at Moore, and Moore has been all over the place. This goalie's played fantastic here tonight for Black River Falls. Another shot on net. We have really piled the shots up here in the third period, and they're letting it all hang out, but unfortunately they've run into a hot goaltender. And a save made by Moore, and she'll hang on to that.
Yeah, it's tough. When you get in the playoffs, the one person that can change and dictate the game is the goaltender, and Moore's been able to do that here tonight.
1:38 left to go in the Sabres season as this one floats in behind Moore, and Tessa Lice is trying the forecheck to keep the puck in deep in the zone as it rolls in, skims in off the boards on the half wall now. 1:21. Dowd is out of her net, so the extra attacker added by Michaela Hogan right here. And trying to pinch and do everything they can to get some rubber on the goaltender Moore. So we take it down to 1:08 left in the game. Allison Jew on the forecheck. Now it comes into the left wing corner for Lindstrom. Back to the point. One-timer by Riley Biscuit. And a broken stick there for the BRF player. The empty net looking really big and fired in by Black River. And they're going to win this one as they pick up the empty netter here for their 5th goal of the night. And a big score there by Black River.
Riley tried to get that shot off there on net and ended up deflecting off of Black River's stick and bounced out of the zone, and Sloop was just not quite in position to recover from that, and Black River was able to get down and get that puck in the empty net, unfortunately.
16:07, time of the goal. Eliza Hayes from Peyton O'Neill, the empty netter. And that will do it. Season's going to come to an end for the Sabres on their home ice. And Dowd back out there with 40 seconds left to go in the season. Loose at neutral ice. Riley Biskin picks it up. Now works it back to Allison Jew on the give and go to Biskin. Here is Jew. Jew got in but stepped in. A CFM player offsides there with 29.7 left on the clock. We'll have our Post Glass and Mirror post-game show coming up, brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Quality service at affordable prices for commercial, home, and auto glass. Visit postglassandmirror.com. Face off just outside the attacking zone, but Addie Biskin with a shot. Hey, there you go. Backhander to finish out her amazing career. A backhand shot right there by number 6, Addie Biskin. A great play right there. And she will have the last goal perhaps of the season here for CFM.
Yeah, good for her to go out there with a couple of her other senior line mates here and just kind of get that last little bit of success here before the game's over.
Biskin's 16th of this year, and that was her 29th point. And great job by Addie there.
What do we got, 11?
11.6 seconds left to go on the game clock here. The face-off in the zone. At least, boy, this team battled, I'll have to say that, right down to the end. Even though they trailed it 4-1. Now it's 5-2 with that empty netter by BRF as we tick it down, and time's going to run out. And the Tigers celebrate. They'll move on to take on the Fusion on Tuesday over at River Falls. And final shots wound up 31-30 in favor of the team that lost here tonight, in favor of CFM.
Yeah, just was not enough offense, or Sabres just didn't have the ability to get the puck past Moore here tonight. Not for a lack of effort or a lack of opportunities. It's just, Moore was able to come out here and put on a really good goaltending performance, and Black River was able to capitalize on their opportunities in the offensive zone. And in the playoffs, that's what you got to do. You got to take advantage of your opportunities, and you got to make sure that you got good play in the net. And they'll have a tough game here this next week against the Fusion, but if you get a good goaltending performance like that, it could be anybody's game next Tuesday again.
Yeah. Well, an up-and-down season for the Sabres ends with a 5-2 loss to Black River, and they'll move on. The Sabres finish up even at 12-12 overall, and Black River at 13-10-2 right now, moving on in the postseason here. So a tough one here for
I'm hoping
Michaela
I
Hogan
was.
and her team, but
I didn't bring any bad luck here from 2 years ago. Similar
no,
feeling.
we're not going to blame you for this one. They got to play it on the ice, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll come back. Whether you're into fishing or cruising or sport boating, American Marine has the perfect vessel waiting for you. Get ready to make waves this season at American Marine in Chippewa Falls. Our post-game show, post-Glassmere post-game show coming up, and we'll see if we can get in touch with Michaela Hogan if she feels like talking tonight. I hope she will, because she needs to do a tribute to her seniors for sure here tonight. She's here already. Okay. Michaela Hogan stepping up into the booth here tonight. Tough one here, Coach. Got down early 2-0 and just couldn't fight your way back in. But I like the fight that they had in the third period here. They really worked hard. But, we're up against a top-notch goalie here tonight.
Yeah, they played well. We ran into what we thought we were going to run into, and it's tough when the game you played to end the season isn't the game you've been playing. So it's just a rough one to swallow. I think the last 10 minutes or so were the best 10 minutes we played. We ran out of time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's for sure. And fought back there. Your seniors tried to lead you here, but just up against a team that was in the zone tonight.
Yeah, and they played a really well-disciplined game after they got the lead, right? They went up early, and they started playing get the puck in and follow it up. They didn't have many hiccups after that. They were very well-disciplined and well-coached there from about 10 minutes left in the first on, so they definitely played the game they needed to win tonight.
Began this season back in November. Now it's going to end here in February. And why don't you talk a little bit about your seniors that got you here where you are this year, and they've had 4 years of Sabres hockey and have spent the time and blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you could have a better group top to bottom. The whole 8, not just the ones that, were dressed tonight. We had a whole spectrum of what they brought to the table, from kids who put the puck in the net, held down the blue line, kept the vibes up on the bench, kids who anchored our JV and showed up every day and worked hard. So that's a tough group to let go. Makes me wish I would have signed up for this a little bit sooner, so I could have had them longer. But yeah, I don't think anybody was ready for this tonight, so it's going to be a tough one here in the locker room in a couple minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Good group. It was fun to see Sloop down here with Allison Zhu hugging each other, taking pictures. That gives the outgoing senior with the player to come here, the amazing freshman who scored for you here tonight. But unfortunately, just wound up on the short end of the stick here.
Yeah, not something we saw coming. So,
well, talk about the team coming into next year. Tell me a little bit. I know it's probably don't want to talk too much about next season, but you've got a good core of players coming in here. Going to lose these seniors, but really outstanding freshmen here. And talk about that.
Yeah, the benefit is we're young. A lot of our scoring and whatnot's coming from underclassmen. We have a huge leadership gap to fill with the seniors leaving. I mean, they really did set the pace. Nobody else under them really needed to step up, so that's going to be something we're going to have to work at this summer. But we have a nice group coming in, a nice group set up here. I wish I could just have them all again. All the ones coming up and the ones that are leaving staying. But here we are. I guess that's not the nature of high school hockey,
right? Huh? Yeah, no red shirting in high school hockey for sure. But you've done an amazing job. I mean, 3 head coaches. We have 2 of them in the last 3 years, and these girls have been through that, but they've been a cohesive unit and really stuck together and played like a team.
I mean, it's a testament to them, right? It didn't matter who was leading them. I think they've had 3 nice years of hockey with back to 4, but in the last 3, it's got less to say about us and more to say about them.
Yeah. Well, Coach, congrats on a good coaching job this year, and we'll be back next year, hopefully, and watching this team grow.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate your support throughout the season, too, showing up and getting us on the radar out here.
It's been fun. It's been fun. All right, Michaela Hogan, my former radio teammate, still on the air with me. Appreciate that very much, and she's done a fantastic job as a coach this year, or in her first year as coach of this team. All right, our post-glass and mirror post-game show for commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety systems after windshield replacement for any make and model. Call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls, postglassandmirror.com. We'll come back for our Holly Bovey Names You Know stats recap and wrap up the game and the season in a moment. This is Sabres Hockey on WOGO and our YouTube channel. We'll be back.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how much you'll save. Name brand apparel, home goods, Ashley furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore, next to MyCon Cinemas in Chippewa Falls. Your next shopping adventure awaits.
Need a dumpster? Call Johnson Roll-Off Service. Whether you're in the middle of a remodel, demolition, spring or fall cleanup, or have materials to haul away from fire or water damage, Johnson Roll-Off Service has a dumpster size to fit your project. They also offer dumpsters for recycling metal, concrete, cardboard, and much more. Johnson Roll-Off Service provides haul away and disposal services for the majority of West Central Wisconsin. Prompt, courteous, professional. When you need a dumpster, call Johnson Roll-Off Service. JohnsonRollOffService.com.
Metropolis Resort is the perfect getaway for winter play. Action City is your home for target practice, bouncing your cares away, practicing your Ninja Warrior moves, and channeling your favorite race car driver, and all your favorite arcade games. The fun continues at Chaos Water Park. Seek thrills, be lazy, or be active. And the aquatic playground, perfect for the little ones. And on-site dining like City Eats, City Pizza Co., and City Coffee Co., featuring Caribou Coffee. Family fun is what it's all about.
MetropolisResort.com.
What are customers saying about Post Glass and Mirror?
Amazing job on my screens and very friendly.
I absolutely love my new Lindsay vinyl windows.
Prices are the best in town, along with fast customer service.
Got 2 heavy glass shower doors from Post Glass and Mirror. High quality, excellent service.
When I picked up my car after they replaced my windshield, it was cleaner than when I brought it in.
For commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. PostGlassandMirror.com.
I'm Jack Strand, and I've partnered with the Czech Law Office. As a quarterback for Bloomer and now at a Division II college, I have learned the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that Attorney Czech brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Community has been a big part of that process, and Attorney Czech served as president of both the YMCA board as well as the school board. The Czech law firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from WIAA Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower or jacuzzi. How about finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement? Call WIAA Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
We serve to serve again. WIAA Company.
Our Post Glass and Mirror post-game show brought to you by Post Glass and Mirror. They're hiring for auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. Join the team today. Click on careers at postglassandmirror.com. Well, winds up a 5-1 loss for CFM here. A 5-2, pardon me. Addie Biskin with that goal near the end of the game. 5-2 shots, 31-30 in favor of the Sabres, but that's how it ends, and they fall to 12-12 on the season. And time for our Holly Bovey Names You Know stats recap now, brought to you by Holly Bovey and Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Names you know right here in Chippewa Falls. Holly's been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley since 2000. You can call her at 715-577-HOME. Visit hollybovey.com or find Holly on Facebook. Well, Coach, BRF scored first here. A couple of quick goals, and you can kind of see Aubrey Dowd was rattled in the first period, couldn't you?
Yeah, this is her first playoff experience in net, and I know she really probably wanted to come out here and play the best of her ability, and, the defenseman got walked on that first one and ended up getting a good quality shot on net that went in, and then that second one was kind of an odd angle, and, when those ones are going in, it just kind of starts playing to not just the goalie's mind frame, but the whole team's mind frame, where it's like, man, is it going to be one of those nights where it's just, the puck's not going to bounce our way? And unfortunately, it didn't here for the Sabres. They had quite a bit of, good scoring chances, and more for Black River was able to, step up to all those good scoring chances. And, she was probably the real big difference maker.
She was,
Outside of that, Black River did play a really good full-length ice game here throughout the whole 3 periods, and the Sabres just didn't play enough or anything close to 51 minutes that they needed to tonight.
Yeah, so they score first at 2:44 of the first period, and then they put one behind Dowd at 8:49 of the first, and it was 2-0. But it was one of the bright spots of the season, and bright spots tonight. Allison Zhu, the freshman, at 13:37 of the first period to cut that lead in half, and it sounded like this. And here comes Allison Zhu. Zhu cuts across the blue stripe, hands it off to Lindstrom, and a one-timer, and Zhu with the rebound, and the puck is loose, and we scored.
Yep.
Third shot is the charm for CFM. The first shot taken by Zhu, and then Avery Lindstrom, and finally put in here by the
Zhu,
Sabres. I think Zhu came back around and got the goal. That was a goal by Allison Zhu, and the assist went to Addie Biskin. Avery Lindstrom should have had an assist. We gave her one up in the radio booth, but it was 2-1 at that time, Coach, and it could have gone either way from that point on.
Yeah, you felt like coming into the second period that the Sabres, with that momentum going in at the end of the first period, were going to be able to come out. They came out aggressive, did those little things, and got a goal there at the beginning of the second period. Things could have been a lot different, but after the puck dropped there to start the second period, Black River was able to get that quick shot on net, and I don't think Aubrey was ready for it, and it ended up going in, and you could just see the air kind of go out of the sails there.
Exactly. Mara Noth, 27 seconds into the second period, kind of a backbreaker goal there, and BRF countered the goal by Allison Zhu. Then they scored another one in the second period at 6:50 of the second from Piper Matheson, her second of 2 goals here tonight. And then they got an empty netter. Another bright spot late in the game as CFM kept battling throughout the third period. They really put some pressure on in the third, and a nice goal, pretty goal by Addie Biskin at 16:36 of the second period, unassisted goal. She roofed the goaltender Moore, and it's about the only time she really got beat here tonight on an individual play, and that made it 5-2 the final here for BRF to move on.
Yeah, good for Addie there at the end of the game. Get one last goal here before her high school career came to an end. And, I'd have to go back and take a look at the all-time stats, but I think she made it into at least the top 6, top 7.
30 points this year.
Yep. So
with a goal and an assist today.
So I think that put her, in the mid-80s, I want to say, I think, for her career. So
16 goals this year, 14 assists.
Yeah.
A steady player, too.
Yeah, she was. And she was always a kid that gave you the same effort day in and day out. Even going back to when I was coach, I remember we had a practice before we went over to the holiday tournament 2 years ago, and Addie ended up cracking a couple ribs. And she didn't play the first day of the tournament, but then she came back, and I think she had a goal against Eau Claire in that next game and played with some cracked ribs. And that just goes to show you how much the team meant to her, that she was going to play through an injury like that. And, she was one of those leaders that Coach Hogan was talking about that's going to be tough to replace, and you wish you could keep kids like that in your program for as long as you possibly can. But she's going to do some good things in school, it looks like, next year down at UW-Madison, and wish her and the other seniors nothing but the best in whatever they end up doing.
Well, I'm getting a text here. It says boys won.
Really?
I don't have any other information on that.
Let me try to see if I can see on
Chi-Hi is playing
Instagram
at
here.
Stevens Point. Could they have pulled off the upset
Let's
of the
see.
year here?
There was 3:48 left. I'm looking at Chippewa's
Okay.
Instagram.
And I'm looking for an update here. If we get anything, before we're going to take another commercial break, and we'll try to figure things out during that. But
Seemed like they were up with 135 left, and that's the last Instagram post I could see. So.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
That would be the upset, not just of the year. I think that would be the upset, and maybe maybe biggest upset ever in high school hockey here in our state. But we'll try to figure things out for you. WOGO, Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We'll take another break and come back and wrap things up, see if we can get you a final on that Cards game as well. So stay tuned to WOGO Radio, and for all the details, this is Sabres hockey tonight on WOGO and our YouTube channel. We'll take a break and come back to wrap things up.
Watch your dreams and savings grow with a Royal Credit Union certificate. Whether you're saving for college, a vacation, wedding, or a down payment on a house, Royal's 4.25% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate can help you reach your savings goals faster. Royal certificates have no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return at maturity. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate saver. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 2/1/25. Insured by NCUA.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated. Online at stelterincorporated.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-Hi and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now are undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact State Farm agent Michelle Mua in Chippewa Falls for a free quote. MichelleMua.com.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted. Hey, bidder, 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 bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Well, the season's over for the Sabres as they lose 5-2 to BRF tonight. But maybe, Coach, our hockey season on WOGO is not done yet. In fact, we're watching the celebration as Chi-Hi has pulled off the stunner of the year, maybe the stunner of the last decade or more, beating the undefeated Stevens Point Panthers by at least 3-1. I'm getting reports it's 4-1 final down at KB Willett.
Got one more empty netter, I'm guessing.
Okay.
So Yeah, that's an
Wow.
impressive win. You don't see an undefeated team, and I mean, for Chippewa to go in there and they lost 8-0 last game.
Yeah,
you said,
8-0.
So for them to go in there and do that really speaks a lot to probably the guys on the ice just not ready to be done yet, and maybe Spash just overlooking them a little bit. And,
I think so. I mean,
you know.
you beat a team 8-0. You say, okay, we can throw our sticks in the ice and win this one. That is just amazing. So that's the report we're getting in, and let me just see. I'm getting messages here. Cooper Fosvik, former Cardinal player and broadcaster, says go Cards. And it looks as if Chi High has won that one. So they will advance, and we don't know if they're going to play at Hobbs against Memorial or against Hudson. We'll figure things out here for you and have a report on WOGO Radio. And it looks as if
4-1 with 2 open netters at the end of the game.
Okay, and I'm getting a report they'll play Memorial on Tuesday.
Okay, at Hobbs.
So we'll be there on Tuesday to bring it home to you. That should be amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
And now they got to avoid the letdown after this amazing emotional win against Spash. But the number 1 team in the state is kicked out of the tournament here tonight. Well, unfortunately, no magic here for the Sabres. They lose to BRF by a 5-2 count. Their season ends at 12-12. And Coach, good things coming, though, for this team with those 2 freshmen and a lot of players coming back.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I haven't seen a duo like that as far as freshmen really come through our program. Obviously, when we won state, we had a really good group of freshmen that year when they were freshmen. Sydney, Ella, that group, Caroline. But to have that scoring power and just the hockey sense and their ability to skate, you can see it's at even a different level than what some of the girls in that group was. So hopefully, they continue to work. They're a duo that really puts the effort in outside of the season. So, you're going to come back here this next winter and be like, wow, they're even better than what they were at the end of the season. So it's going to be fun to be able to watch those 2 grow. Numbers are really good the next couple of years coming up, and I really think this is going to be a group where by the time Avery and Allison are seniors, hopefully we're talking about another trip down to state. And that's the level that those 2 can bring. So
they've got potential for that. Well, thanks for being with me. And in this broadcast, Tony Menard, former coach of the Sabres, longtime coach, state champion coach, and appreciate him being up here with me. Always fun to do hockey with him. And thanks to our crew, our radio producer tonight, Gavin Bovey, our video producer on YouTube, Sam Aberley. It's been fun. It looks as if we'll have more hockey to come. The boys, I thought, we'll do a girls' game on Tuesday. It's going to be the boys instead. And planning on that at Hobbs. We'll have details for you on our WOGO.com webpage and on WOGO Radio. Final again, season ends for the Sabres, 5-2 loss to Black River Falls. For Tony, I'm Greg Stewart. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk with you on Tuesday. And basketball tomorrow night, Chi High boys basketball tomorrow night, 6:55 pregame here on WOGO. Hockey on Tuesday, playoff hockey for the Chi High boys and Matt Lukowitz. Have a good evening, everybody. From the Chippewa Ice Arena, I'm Greg Stewart.